Well, we're heading into winter and it already feels way different than last year. We have a lot more to take care of on this farm. We have this grass field that needs cut. We need to get some weeds taken care of in our new wheat field. Some goats need some food. We have some new baby sheep that we're gonna meet today. We also have a little bit of a greenhouse to sort out here for winter. But we are coming back from the store with a few new good things here. Got a nice pressure washer. Go ahead and put that down. Oh, almost fell over. We also have a nice toolbox that we're going to be able to, start taking care of a few things with. Be able to do maintenance on these tractors. It's definitely going to be needed soon. And, just for tidying up the place, I didn't grab a truck. I bought a broom. So we'll just put this somewhere for now. Yeah, and I think that'll be a good place for it for now. And Bentley boy in the way there. We'll go ahead and get parked in our normal spot. But yeah, good amount to do today. We're going to get all this equipment cleaned up and taken care of. We're going to look into a weeder or a sprayer today. Yeah, all types of equipment to clean, but I think we'll do that after doing the cutting. But first things first, let's go ahead and take care of our facilities here and see what's happening. Yeah, we do want to shut down the garden for the year. All right, so that's all cleaned up and taken care of, so we won't worry about that till spring. Let's head on over and see if we do need to feed the sheep, but we will go ahead and say hi to our new family members. Oh, yeah, we got a little baby there. Let's go ahead and make sure that is shut so they don't escape. But yeah, look at that. Not even, just struggling to get up. Gonna stay down there. I'm sure we have quite a few more around. So we did have 10 babies. So we have a total of 18 sheep now. And the mamas are doing good, recovering well from giving birth. And I think food is pretty good over here for now. And in our other barn over here, we do have our goats just chilling, eating the meadow. Should be probably come spring before we see some offspring here. But I do want to make sure they do have enough feed, so let's go ahead and get in the skid steer. We'll get a bale or two brought over here just for the day. Yeah, and these should do the trick. Hopefully they... Oh, yeah, dropped it. These light bales, I could have just picked them up by hand since there's just 2 of them, but it'll save me a trip. All right, we'll just lift this a little bit. Yeah, and then it'll go into the trough. Perfect. So they should be set for the day at least. Looking good, looking good. All right, so over here, our wheat has started to come in. We can see there are a few weeds, not a lot. I mean, over here you can see there's a little bit coming through. A little bit right there. So I think we might be able to get away with something that could rake this and pull the weeds out. But man, this wheat's already looking pretty thick. So I think we might want to spray it with some herbicide. Over here, this grass is definitely ready. And I think what we might do is start prepping. We won't be able to, well, we might be able to. I don't know if we'll get to it today, but we might be able to get this new field established. Cultivating is going to take time. So I think that'll be a priority in spring. We just can't, bite off more than we can chew. But I think we can cut this whole area that's going to be the long-term grass field. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab the Farmall and we'll head into the dealership and see what our options are for weeders and sprayers so we can get the wheat field taken care of as our top priority and then move to the grass field to finish the day off. And just park her here for now. All right, let's go talk to him, see if we can make a deal, get something good going today. All right, after a little back and forth, we decided to go with this old sprayer here. It only holds 400 liters at a time. So that might be a little bit of a concern, but I think we'll be fine. We might bring the truck over here. Might be time to get some forks on the skid steer so we can just drive that over and bring it back. But we'll see how far 400 liters does get us. The width on this thing, oh yeah. I think that'll be perfect. Look at this. Absolutely. And we will just cruise around here, get them all sprayed. The rate is dropping at a perfect rate. Super slow, only using what we need here. Seems very efficient old school tooling here. So we'll just cruise around, make sure we get every single area sprayed. Even if we don't see weeds, it should prevent weeds from showing up. Not a bad first task of the day. Did use about 18% going around the headland once. So I think we might be okay with that. And I think we will do 2 headlands just to be safe here. Help us when we turn around, not accidentally spraying things we don't want to spray. I don't want to kill the grass on the outside. I want to keep that growing and so it comes back just like it has in spring. Some things top of mind right now are needing a silo, needing a harvester, and a grain cart. $28,000 right now, not a ton of money, but we do have some money coming in from the lettuce when we sell it, some wool when we sell it, and also that cut of grass. We're gonna make some hay today. Now, I'm not sure we have enough capacity to do this entire field in one go, but it's not too far of a drive to go fill up if we need to. Starting to do the ups and downs to get it all taken care of. 63% still in here, 255 liters, so it's looking promising that we won't have to go back, and we'll just have to get that later on to make sure we don't leave it at the store. But getting these short ups and downs done first, and then we'll get those longer ones when we get to the longer part of the field. Feels good. Getting some good progress done here in Old School. And coming down the home stretch, we did have plenty of herbicide to pull this off. Just as our last pass here. Just kind of looking around. I don't see any more weeds besides right in front of us, so I think we did a good job. And this field's just kind of sit and hope we get a good amount of rain to give it enough water and grow and figure out how to get this wheat harvested when the time comes in the summer. And we'll head on over to the store when we have a chance later today to get the rest of that herbicide moved over. But let's get in the Oliver. Man, this needs sprayed first. I know it's going to get dirty again, but we might as well clean it off before because it's getting a little outrageous here. So we'll get this sprayed down, and you know, we're here, so we might as well do the baler as well. Get that cleaned off. And the old Oliver, 1365. Make it look pretty again. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let's get this side of the baler as well. All that dirt coming off. It's sticking on there. It's been on there quite a while. A little spot there too to get clean. Looking good. Over here we'll get the cultivator as well while we're at it, and the mower as well, because it's a little, might get clogged. We don't want dirt getting clogged in there while it's cutting. All right, we can take care of the rest later on. We'll put that back, shut that off, and on to the next job. And this will be nice to give us an idea of what our field's gonna look like long term, and with our mower actually will be even better because we'll be able to drive next to the tree and figure out exactly where we want this field to be. Yeah, I think that was pretty good, and we'll have a big gap in between our treated field and the naturally growing grass here to the road, but we'll do what we have to do. We could come the other direction and get closer to the road with the mower, but I think this is probably for the best. Loop back around and try to keep these bushes. No reason to cut them. And we'll get about right here so we can sneak by that other tree. But those bushes are going to have to go long term, the ones directly in front of us. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and get all the way out here just to get as much cut as we can. And it's time just to get focused and get this done. Not too bad. Didn't take too long to get that done. I'm very satisfied with that. That's going to be pretty good. I do want to look into a few things and see if there's a way we can afford to make a little bit more money off this grass than we have been. And just trying to create some good habits now that we have the tooling here. Get the mower cleaned off and the Oliver. I think we have officially outgrown the square baler. So we're going to go see how much money we can get from it, get it sold, and get an upgrade. And first things first, let's get her sold. And we'll do a little $5 repair on it and then sell it for $14,000. Absolutely. We're going to go with the combination of the John Deere 435 baler and then this old school. We're saying it's old school. I don't know if it is. Wrapper. The McHale. So we will grab the baler first. I think we'll get this home, but we definitely need to get that road up because I would rather do less passes. But let's get the baler home and then we will, at that point, start rowing and then we can start baling. But no hay this time. We're going to do some silage. We're starting to get to the phase where we want to prep for cattle. So I want to get good at this. We'll have to get a feed mixer eventually. So what we'll probably end up doing with this field once it's established is every other cut we'll make hay bales and silage bales. We'll have to keep some, well, we could feed the sheep hay bales if we needed to. We don't have to give them grass. So it will be interesting to see how much money we do end up making off of this as silage instead of hay. And it looks like we're only getting 2 rows, so we are saving ourselves a little bit of time. I don't think we're actually saving ourselves time. A little bit wider. I mean, can we get all 3 of these? It's close. Yeah, it's just getting a little left over on the right. I think we'll just focus on getting 2 at a time. Should make baling a little bit easier. All right, let's get her done. All right, so we do have all straight rows, no headlands here. Got it all taken care of. Let's get this folded up and home, and we'll get to the baling for the first time with a round baler. Now, I'm hoping this wrapper does work with our configuration here, but we want to take a look at this. We can do 125 or 150 bales, so I want to keep that in mind when we set up the baler. Want to make sure they are compatible with each other, and I think this will be much better than 600 bales at a time, even though those ones are nice that we can pick up ourselves, or these ones are going to be a little bit more heavy than that. All right, away we go. 12 miles an hour, that's not terrible at all. And getting super close here to our first bale. Let's take a look at this when it comes out. Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, a little bit heavier, can't really pick that up, but we'll figure out a way. Yeah, and this is filling up pretty quick still, so this is satisfying to, you know, the amount of bales that we will be getting, and hoping this net lasts a good amount of time, that we're not having to buy net all the time. But let's get done. 2 bales so far. Hopefully a ton more to go. Yeah, bales are coming in good. That is our 12th bale right there, 13th bale. But we're really needing this to end up bringing in enough money to buy everything we need in the summer for that harvest. And we can get another cut of the grass here. We also have that area behind us where we can make a little bit more money off of that grass. But really trying to get to the point where we're not reliant on cutting grass all the time to make money. And that's really what the first harvest is gonna help bring in. And slowly start making money off of these animals. Because at some point, I would like a majority of our income to come from byproducts of our livestock. Hoping once the goats reproduce, we'll be able to start seeing some milk from them. So that's a long investment there. And that should be sometime around summer. I think we are going to get a little bit over 40 bales. We have 39 right now. Cruising in to do another one. And possibly get that 41st. But there's number 40. Back up a little bit. We went a little aggressive there. Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll get 41, but yeah, 41 should be doable. And just back up a hair there. There's 41. Don't think we'll see 42, but It's a lot of bales to wrap, guys. And I'm hoping our configuration is going to work. Ooh, there's 42. What a nice surprise. Yep, 42 bales. All right, let's put the baler away and see if this next phase is going to treat us good. It's nice to see the outline of what the soon-to-be long-term grass field's looking like, though. Pretty good looking field. And we're still proving we can do this in 1 day's worth of work, which is nice. All right, so I believe these are probably designed to go on the front. Are we going to be able to even do this? I have another idea if we can't. Oh, I think that'll work. We're just going to have to get good at driving backwards. And potentially just leave these on the field for now. And while we're thinking about it, or while I'm thinking about it, I want to see if this is going to be strong enough. Can it handle the weight of picking these up? Okay. Lift. That's not bad. Okay, so if we get a little frustrated, well, we'll be able to move them around that way, but if we get a little frustrated with backing up a ton, we could start using the skid steer, put the farm all in a stationary location where we just load it with that. But we'll see. See how it goes. Yep, just let go of the bale, and we're by the next one, so we'll just back up. Squeeze it, start wrapping it. 40 more to go. Well, I lost track of the count, but we are going to have to buy some more wrap already. So that's only $200 per time we buy it. Not too bad, but definitely an expense we got to keep in mind. We're just going to keep plugging away here. You can see how much we have left there in the background and how many we've done. Lots of marshmallows out here, looking good. With one bale to go here, we do have some daylight. We're going to do some maintenance on our vehicles, make sure everything is in good shape heading into the next calendar year. Probably won't have much to do in December. We'll sell this silage in January and see what else we have around the farm to sell. We do have some cotton. It's not cotton. Some wool over there, and we have a little bit of lettuce. So definitely when winter comes, we'll be taking care of all of that. But let's get this piece of equipment home, and we'll get the skid steer over there too, because we're going to want to do maintenance on that. Try to jam pack as much as we can. Well, we do have the mobile toolbox, so we'll be able to move around as much as we need to. Go ahead and place this here. Not a lot of hours yet on this thing, so maintenance shouldn't be too bad. Not even an hour, just 0.3. Do need to get some pallet forks soonish. All right, I think what we'll start with is moving this a little bit closer to a couple pieces of equipment we haven't cleaned yet. Should be a good spot here. Get the farm all taken care of. Looking good. The wrapper back here shouldn't have too much dirt on it, but we'll get it sprayed a little bit. The rake. The good old seeder. Boy, lots of dirt collected in there. Hopefully we can spray it all off with this pressure washer here. Looking much better. And the spreader. All right, and I think one by one we will head on over here and try to do a little bit of maintenance on all these. Only $1 here, that's not bad. No repair needed for the seeder. See if we need maintenance over here. There's a little bit of maintenance on the rake. The farm all I assume is gonna have a little bit. Farm all, yeah, we'll do a little oil change there. That taken care of. Check everything on our cultivator. Looking good. The baler's pretty new. Should be fine. Skid steer, like I said, yeah, should be fine. The mower. Well, and the Oliver. Little oil change there, not too bad. And a little bit of cash there. And I think, yeah, everything else should be fine. So that's all our maintenance taken care of for the year. Didn't cost too much money. We've been doing a good job. Kind of surprised, but it works good that way. See how the babies are doing over here. Everything's looking like it should. And the goats just need to take care of all these animals that are alive. They're looking pretty good here too. Last thing here to do. Let's get Ophelia, Bentley, and Finley fed. See if we can get proof of life of our pups. Oh, way back there. See Ophelia way back there. Here comes Finley. Attaboy. Get your food, Finley. Here comes Bentley. But Ophelia's running the wrong way. Where's she going? Oh, we gonna lose a dog? Oh, I think she's on the other side of the border and stuck. That's hilarious. Yep, just trying to find a way back. Hey, where are you going? Almost looks like a mountain lion up there. That's kind of sad. Hopefully that fixes itself next time we log in. All right, let's head back. And I think that's where we're going to leave you. That is all the time I have today. Like I mentioned earlier, the things we'll do next episode, we'll get into that and pretty much get through the entire winter. Socks way up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one.